None of us ever held a playbook for this situation.
A situation which has consumed more than 7 months of Pat Monahan's 18 months as city manager.
I don't think any of us could have ever anticipated any, not just a pandemic, but any impactful way that just has affected this community and this organization. And yet as an organization, we've continued to work through it.
Continued to work through COVID-19, making tough decisions in tough times, but always moving Savannah forward.
We've not only just continued to work, but worked extremely well. As I remind folks, we got $250 million worth of construction projects ongoing right now in the community that despite COVID-19, the city still provided its full level of services.
Plans that Monahan pushed through, each with a focus on city staff.
I think some of the organizational changes I made, the implementation of the classification and compensation plan, which had not been done seriously probably for more than a decade, and the city had slipped 8 to 12% behind its benchmark competitors. The implementation of the linear plan to ensure that particularly in public safety, that subordinates did not earn more than their supervisors. And finally, the looking at the living wage. I kid with my wife. I said, those are my people. Those are my people. The city employees are my people, and I have to take care of my people. I worked for a manager who once told me, he said, the measure of manager is not what happens when you're there, it's what happens when you're not there. And that's what I firmly believe, that Team Savannah will continue its momentum. I was just pleased to be a part of it. I wasn't the central player in all of this. I tell everyone my management style is, I believe that the decision-making begins at those closest to the job.
Monahan is proud of the stability he's brought throughout the organization. He's been in the city for nearly 4 decades, built deep roots, and now plans to spend a lot more time simply giving back.
So while I was city manager, I had the pleasure, the city gave away, conveyed 10 properties, and 3 of those properties went to Family Promise on Cumming Street. That's part of the homeless transition program that Family Promise manages. And so I work with a local church. I'm a member of this local church, and we work on construction. We have a construction crew. We built all the cabinets for the tiny houses. We did a lot of work for the veterans' tiny houses on Dundee Street. So now my first assignment is to go help build the kitchen cabinets for the Cumming Street properties.
And as for the city, longtime manager Michael Brown has returned on an interim basis. News delivered about a month ago from Mayor Van Johnson to Monahan.
He had talked to Michael Brown, and Michael Brown was interested in serving. My mind felt at ease because I can't think of a better transition. Someone who knows his community, someone who knows his organization. So I'll miss the organization, but the fact is, I'll miss this organization more than this organization will miss me.
Best of luck, Pat Monahan. Reporting for SGTV CitySpan, I'm Ken Slatz.